All right, hello everybody. It is Thursday.
Good morning. I'm gonna attempt to get through this. I just took a cough drop, so
Yep.
maybe I can get through without interrupting everybody.
Still getting over the funk in this house.
Yep.
All right, up there. Today, Jesus teaches about the coming of the kingdom of God. Luke chapter 17, starting at verse 20. One day the Pharisees asked Jesus, "When will the kingdom of God come?" Jesus replied, "The kingdom of God can't be detected by visible signs. You won't be able to say, 'Here it is,' or 'It's over there,' for the kingdom of God is already among you." Then he said to his disciples, "The time is coming when you will long to see the day when the Son of Man returns, but you won't see it. People will tell you, 'Look, there is the Son of Man,' or 'Here he is,' but don't go out to follow him. For as the lightning flashes and lights up the sky from one end to the other, so will it be on the day when the Son of Man comes. But first, the Son of Man must suffer terribly and be rejected by this generation. When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In those days, the people enjoyed banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat and the flood came and destroyed them all. And the world will be as it was in the days of Lot. People went about their daily business, eating and drinking, buying and selling, farming and building, until the morning Lot left Sodom. Then fire and burning sulfur rained down from heaven and destroyed them all. Yes, it will be business as usual right up to the day when the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, a person out on the deck of a roof must not go down into his house to pack. A person out in the field must not return home. Remember what happened to Lot's wife? If you cling to your life, you will lose it. And if you let your life go, you will save it. That night, two people will sleep in one bed. One will be taken, the other left. Two women will be grinding flour together at the mill. One will be taken, the other left. "Where will this happen, Lord?" his disciples asked. Jesus replied, "Just as the gathering of vultures shows there is a carcass nearby, so these signs indicate that the end is near." And now the commentary. The Pharisees asked when God's kingdom would come, not knowing that it had already arrived. The kingdom of God is not like an earthly kingdom with geographical boundaries. Instead, it begins with the work of God's Spirit in every person and people's lives and in relationships. We must resist looking to institutions or programs for evidence of the progress of God's kingdom. Instead, we should look for what God is doing in people's hearts. Many will claim to be the Messiah, and many will claim that the Son of Man has returned, and people will believe them. Jesus warns us never to take such reports seriously, no matter how convincing they may sound. When Jesus returns, his power and presence will be evident to everyone. No one will need to spread the message because all will see for themselves. Life will be going on as usually on the day Christ returns. No warning will sound. Most people will be going about their everyday task, indifferent to the demands of God. They will be as surprised by Christ's return as the people in Noah's day were by the flood. That's in Genesis chapter 6 through 8. Or the people in Lot's day by the destruction of Sodom, Genesis 19. We don't know the time of Christ's return, but we do know that he is coming. He may come today, tomorrow, or centuries in the future. Whenever Christ comes, we must be morally and spiritually ready. Live as if Christ were returning today. Jesus warned against false security. We are to abandon the values and attachments of this world in order to be ready for Christ's return. His return will happen suddenly, and when he comes, there will be no second chances. Some will be taken to be with him, the rest will be left behind. Those clinging to this life are those seeking to escape physical persecution. Those who live for themselves display these common attitudes. 1. Materialism. I want it, and I work hard to get it. All that I see is real. Unseen things are merely ideas and dreams. 2. Individualism. I work hard for me, and you work hard for you. I may make it, you may not. That's your problem, not mine. 3. Skepticism. Anything I'm not convinced about can't be important. Everything important to know I can figure out. Those who have these attitudes may protect themselves, but they will lose their spiritual dimension to their lives. Keep your commitment to Christ at full strength. Then you will be ready for his return. You'll be ready when he returns. To answer the disciples' question, Jesus quoted a familiar proverb. One vulture circling overhead does not mean much, but a gathering of vultures means that the carcass is nearby. Likewise, one sign of the end may not be significant, but when many signs occur, the second coming is near.
You know, a lot of people are looking for Christ to come soon because the world is getting worse by the second.
Yeah.
And we're not going to know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're to always be ready for him to come, and always be telling people so that others can get ready for him to come, and always be preparing for that and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But we will be doing our normal daily activities, and then all of a sudden we won't.
Well, I think he's also telling us to carry on, but to be prepared, not to be like, a shut-in and just, have a gigantic fence around your place and just be all by yourself, staring up at the sky, waiting for Christ to come, and,
And the more that we learn about the signs of the coming, the more we can tell others, we see this, we see this, we see this. You need to get ready now. There's no time to put it off and wait. You need to enjoy the blessings he's got for you on the earth, because they are numerous.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait till you get in heaven to have blessings from God.
That's right.
He's going to bless you here.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Don't put it off.
No. Okay. And, it said that the whole world must hear the gospel before Jesus comes. And the more technology we have, the farther and farther and deeper we get into this world, that everybody has the opportunity to hear the gospel with
Jesus.
Our satellites and our internet and our mobile phones that we have here. And I see reports of I think in Iran, 1 million people all at once decided to follow Christ.
Wow, I hadn't heard that.
And can you just even imagine in a country that kills Christians?
Yeah, they persecute
them to no end, and to have 1 million people defy
That's amazing.
their religious government and their
that just gives me chills. I mean, that just shows you how awesome God is.
And they're having dreams and things about it. So it's very near. We're very close to having the whole world be able to experience the gospel.
That's right.
Okay, hope everybody has a glorious day, and we'll talk to you later.